Hi everyone, it's Shirley and welcome to my channel. Happy 2023. So I thought I would wrap up the year by talking about products that I've used in 2022 and what I think of them. It's been a long time since I've done a sit-down video talking about products that I've been using. I do want to do more favorites videos in the future. I do have a few that I have filmed a long time ago, so if you do want to watch those, I will link them down below. I thought I would break up these product reviews in different categories, so today's video is going to be all about tech. The next videos will be beauty related, fashion, hair care, and all of that. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first tech item I wanted to talk about is my new vlogging camera. I don't know if you all noticed, but I did upgrade my camera. So this is the Sony ZV-1. I got it in the white color because it looks so cute and clean. I realized I never talked about it in a video, so we're gonna talk about it today. So I'm filming on my DSLR right now. I haven't pulled that out since I've gotten this camera, but I did want to show you all while talking about it. It does come with its own dead cat so that the mic picks up less background noise and any harsh wind if you are filming outside. So there are a few reasons why I wanted a new camera. I wanted something lightweight that I could carry with me on the go. I've taken this with me to San Francisco, LA, New York, so it's definitely a travel-friendly camera. Also, the mic quality is really good for a point-and-shoot camera. I don't know if you guys can hear on this camera, but I do have on an external mic, but there is static that comes through, and I think it's just how the DSLR is, even with an external mic. So I wanted a camera with good audio and works well with this mic, which is the Rode Video Micro. I also wanted a camera that had really good autofocus. The autofocus on the Sony ZV-1 is really good. I have no complaints. It doesn't spend a lot of time trying to find the object. That's the annoying part about this camera. Like, it's not even focusing. Maybe my autofocus is not on. Oh, there you go. See how long that took for it? See how long it took for it to focus on my phone? It kept focusing on my face. And I will say that my room is pretty dim right now, but with the Sony ZV-1 it definitely has an easier time, and that saves a lot of time trying to get the shot that you want. The camera is like a little far away from me and I have bad eyesight, so I don't really see what's on the viewfinder, and one of the most frustrating parts is going to edit your video and finding out that the entire clip is out of focus. The Sony ZV-1 also has streaming capabilities, so if you are a creator who wants to stream on YouTube or Twitch, you can hook it up right to your computer and start streaming, and the quality will be so much better than a lot of webcams out there. Of course, you're paying a big price tag for the quality, and it might be a little overkill for streaming, but if you do want to take streaming more seriously, I think this would be a really great option for you. I really like the Sony ZV-1 for vlogs. Like, I can take it downstairs, around my house, on my smaller tripod, and just set up my shots anywhere I want. This one was a little bulkier. I had to worry about the weight on my smaller tripod. When I was doing research on vlogging cameras, I was looking at the Canon G7X that a lot of content creators have, and ultimately I settled on the Sony ZV-1 for the mic quality, autofocus, how lightweight it is, and for what I know, Sony has a good reputation for camera lenses. I believe that Sony creates camera lenses for our phones. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong, but I do trust Sony's quality, so if anyone has used the Canon G7X and the Sony ZV-1, let me know how the quality compares. I feel like the quality would be pretty similar, but the biggest difference would be in the color. But yeah, if you're looking for a great digital point-and-shoot vlogging camera, I think the Sony ZV-1 is your best bet. It is pricey, so I would say wait until there's a sale, maybe on Black Friday or a holiday. I did find this on Amazon, so I'll link it down below. Now we're gonna switch to my Sony ZV-1 for the rest of the video. Let me know if you hear a difference in the audio or if you see any difference in the camera quality. Of course, since I'm the one who edits my videos, I can see the quality, but I'm interested to see if you all can notice any difference. Also, I'm still not done talking about the camera stuff. Sorry, this whole section is super long. One of the most annoying things about filming on my DSLR is that I can only film in 10-minute increments. I guess Nikon put that in place so that the DSLR doesn't overheat. So every 10 minutes it stops recording and I'd have to get back up, click the record button, go back, film, and rinse and repeat. And sometimes I would forget that it stops recording, and then I would keep talking and talking. Then halfway through I'm like, oh shoot, it didn't even record any of that, so I have to refilm. But with the Sony ZV-1, I don't have to worry about that as long as I have enough memory on my SD card and enough battery life. The thing about the Sony ZV-1 is that it does go through battery pretty quickly, so I did buy extra batteries and a charger. I would highly recommend that you get extra batteries. You just always want to be prepared for situations like that. So this is what the charger looks like. You can charge up to 3 batteries at once. These are third-party batteries, so they're probably not as great quality as the original Sony batteries, but they do the job, and they all come in these protective cases. Got these on Amazon. It comes with 3 extra batteries, so that's more than enough as long as you keep them charged. This is the original battery, and these are the third-party batteries. If they're low battery, the light will be red, and when they're fully charged, it'll be green. So this is just like a precaution. Battery life, storage space, super important for content creators, especially if you're a vlogger and you like getting a ton of footage. This is a must. I'm thirsty, so I need a sip. Alright, so we can finally move on to the next product. So this was sent to me by the brand Zhiyun on Amazon, and this is essentially a gimbal for your phone. So this comes with the gimbal, a little tripod that you twist in right here, and then the charger. So this comes with an app that you have to download. So I think this is a pretty sturdy gimbal. The only thing is the app. If I don't have access to the app, I basically can't use this gimbal. So since I haven't logged into the app in a long time, and I think this is an older model of their gimbals, I have to update the firmware. Also, my phone with the case like barely fits. This is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. If you have a really thick case, I wouldn't feel safe putting in here. I have on a silicone case and my phone is like slipping out. That gives me so much anxiety. Oh gosh. I remember one thing I didn't like about this was that you record on their app, not through your camera. And I don't know, it just seems really weird to me. I just would prefer to have it in my camera. It doesn't always work. Like, the camera is not connecting right now. I already updated the firmware. Let me just turn off my Bluetooth and try again. The biggest thing that deterred me in the past was you have to make an account in the app. You have to record through that app. Sometimes things don't work. Sometimes these movements would be really erratic. It would just randomly rotate and like malfunction. So I don't think it's the most user-friendly. I think the concept of having a remote controlled gimbal is really cool. However, I think I would prefer like a manual gimbal that just stabilizes. Like, I would prefer that for my content personally, but that might not be enough for some people. Some people might want to be able to zoom through like the buttons on the gimbal. It could also be that this is an older model and maybe the firmware doesn't support it anymore. But that's also a bad thing, because if they don't support your device anymore, all of a sudden you're not able to use it. That's just something to keep in mind. I think I would use it mostly to like film on my phone. I don't really record stuff on TikTok, but if I were to, I think this would be a really great stand. This also extends. So if not using it for a gimbal, I can definitely use it as a tripod. It is plastic though, so I don't think it's the most secure. I have to be really careful about where I place it. Other than that, it's really cute. I like the design. It's like a pink pearlescent color. I don't think they have this anymore, but I will link something similar down below if you are interested. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. I'm also not the most like technologically competent. I do like how like compact it is to store. It's like 2 pieces and it goes just straight into this travel bag. Yeah, just wish I didn't need to do everything through the app. I didn't need to make an account, and I wish that the support for my devices was better. Next product I want to talk about is my PC. This was a big investment that I made back in May 2021. So it's been 2 years since I got my PC built. I did not build my PC. The only contribution I made was putting the CPU on the motherboard. Alvin built the rest since he's a handyman and had experience building his own PC. Bless his soul. This was a big investment I made mainly for editing and for gaming. So I was editing on a 2013 MacBook Pro. I was editing on Final Cut Pro, and it's an 8-year-old laptop, so everything was really slow. It would buffer every 5 minutes. Editing on that laptop was painful, and also exporting took forever. Like, sometimes uploading would take hours and then it would fail, and then I would have to try again, and that just delays the process of getting my video uploaded. So it was time for an upgrade. I had two options, either to get a laptop or a PC. And in the end, Alvin convinced me to build my own PC. And it was definitely the right call since it was the pandemic. I don't really bring a laptop anywhere these days, but the option to edit outside of my room is nice. The freedom to choose each part in your PC to meet your needs was worth it. Like when I first built my PC, I was on a budget, but I wanted it to be able to handle video editing in 2K and to at least play Genshin Impact. And also being able to customize the look of your PC, I wanted mainly a white PC. Of course, I didn't start off with a white PC, but over time you upgrade your parts. I upgraded my GPU. Yeah, looking at it just makes me really happy. Changed out the fans for more RGB lighting. I know that it's not everyone's jam, but purple lights just make me really happy. I remember the early days of my PC, it was super loud because there was just not enough airflow. Temperatures would be so high, like 80 degrees. And after adding more fans, getting a new GPU, that helped significantly. Now my average temperatures are like 40 to 50 degrees. It has been such a game changer. It's just like one of those quality of life things. Editing is a breeze. Like there's no lag in the playback when I scroll through the video. Before on my laptop, it would be so choppy and it just wasn't smooth. So this upgrade has made editing so much more bearable. But yeah, PC, one of the best investments I made for myself. Also, just like customizing my desk space brings me so much joy, even though my desk is a mess most of the time. My setup is white and purple. My desk space is still in the works, which is why I haven't made a desk tour video yet. One day I'll get around to like hanging up my lights and like shelf space. I really like all the peripherals on my desk. My speakers are really good and also pretty affordable, and you can find them on Amazon. I also got the same speakers for my brother since he needed some for his PC. They sound really good for $20 speakers. I love my headset. It's one of the best headsets that you can get on the market right now with really good audio quality and mic quality. My headphones are the Corsair Virtuoso in the white color. Mic quality is really hard to find in a lot of headsets. I remember Alvin and I watched a lot of videos like reviewing different headsets, and I wanted one with a good mic or voiceovers. Just a good mic is really important to me. I also wanted one with RGB, even though that's like really optional. I rarely use the RGB in my headphones because it just takes up so much battery, but it looks really pretty. Sometimes I forget it has RGB because it's always off, but I want to remember to turn on once in a while. I also got like a headband cover because my hair is purple and the leather on top of the headband is white, and I didn't want it to like dye it. And also when my hair has product in it or if it's oily, I don't want it to affect the leather. So if your headset does have leather on it, definitely recommend to get a headband protector. So speaking of audio, Alvin got me this microphone. It is the Shure MV7 podcast microphone. It is so crisp and clear. The gifts that contribute to your hobbies are the best gifts, and it always warms my heart. Although the mic quality on the Corsair Virtuoso is really good, it doesn't sound true to the ear, if that makes sense. Apparently in my voiceovers using the Corsair Virtuoso, my voice sounded very nasally and not how it sounds like in person, but it's still good. It does the job for like Discord or just streaming. But to go that extra mile and have that really crisp, isolated sound, this is where the Shure MV7 comes in. It truly sounds like I'm sitting in a room filming a podcast, even though I don't have a podcast, but who knows, maybe in the future I'll have a podcast. I'm still trying to figure out like a tripod situation or potentially getting an arm for it. I still don't know how I want to set it up. It's just sitting on a tripod that I had laying around. That's like the temporary situation. I want the microphone to be as close to me as possible for the best sound, but I don't want it to pick up like me typing. I guess I'm thinking more like streaming situation, because when do I ever type while I'm recording a video, right? It would be cool if I could connect the mic to this camera, but I don't think that's possible unless I get like an extra, what is it called, an amp, which can be pretty expensive. This is a pricier mic, but if you are looking to step up your audio game, look into the Shure MV7 or any other Shure microphones. All of them are pretty good, but also on the more expensive side. So the next product is a really fun one. This is the Tamagotchi On in the Magic version. Obviously, I got the Magic version because it's purple. This is a case that I got from someone on Instagram. I will link their shop down below. I got the purple Pasheen one holding the ice cream because it's so cute. And there is a hole if you want to add a keychain. This was my first Tamagotchi with color display. I had a few Tamagotchis growing up that were like the smaller OG ones with no color because they didn't make those yet. I started using this again this year I like lifestyle games, pet games, and using this again was very nostalgic to like my childhood, taking care of little pets and seeing them evolve. The only thing is, since it is color display, it eats up the battery so quickly. This takes AAA batteries, but constantly having to change it is a hassle. Like, it says low battery right now, so I can't use it right now, but I do think that with the Tamagotchi on, at least they are more lenient with you if you don't take care of it for like a day, because I have gone a day without even touching this and it didn't die in like a day. Obviously, if it's just a baby, it needs a lot of time and attention, so don't leave it for a day if it's still very young. But if you do raise it to like an adult, I don't think a day will affect it. I really like the different worlds and mini games and stuff that you can do. There's so much more variety compared to like the older Tamagotchis. One thing though is getting married is kind of hard on here because you have to like keep meeting with the same Tamagotchi of the opposite gender to like build up that bond, and then you have to buy a ring that's pretty expensive and propose to them. I've never done that. When I first got this, I went online to the website where like all of Tamagotchi users like mingle and find people to get married with, and I got married like twice. I don't remember if I got married once or twice to like a really cute Tamagotchi, because you want like those cute genes, because there are certain genes that you want to pass on to the next generation. But I haven't gone on the website in a long time. I don't even know if people still use it. I did join a Reddit for Tamagotchi. I have to change out the battery soon so that I can play it again. But looking at this still makes me really happy. So let's talk about lights. This is an LED color lamp. I've used it in a few videos. In my New Year's Eve makeup video, the ring of light behind me was from this little guy. So this is marketed as like a sunset lamp, but you could change it to any color you want. It does come with a remote. You can make the light brighter or more dim. You can have it pulse or like dance, like jump in different patterns. So a company on Amazon did send this to me. It's fairly affordable, and you can kind of tell by like the quality of it. It's like styrofoam in the base, like plasticky except this part. I don't think it's supposed to be designed as like a statement art piece. It's pretty minimal. The light is very bright though, and it diffuses pretty well through this glass. I'm not sure about the longevity or life of this lamp. I'll have to see like when the light starts going out. So far it's just been like a nice hint of color in my videos. I don't really use that often since I don't have a lot of USB ports around my room. Another product I've been using a lot this year are my AirPods Pros. These are the first generations, so they're definitely a lot cheaper now than when I got them. This cute Shiba case is from Shopzoki. I actually got it for my friend because she doesn't have the Pros. It's so I wear these a lot during work, when I'm cleaning. I will say though that these are not the most snug. Like, I've had them fall out of my ears. Like, I'll feel it kind of loosening and then I'll catch it before it falls onto the ground. I never owned like the original AirPods, so I don't know if that would be better for me. Just everyone's ear shape is different, right? And it comes with different earbud sizes. This is the smallest one, which might be too small for me, but the one up might be too big for me. But yeah, I'll link the case below too if you're interested. The next product are these LED lights from the brand Onforu. They sent these to me to review. These are 15-meter LED strip lights, so you get a good amount of length, and it also comes with the plugins. You can adjust how bright or dim you want the light to be. It also comes with extra 3M tape. So these only come in the color white. I'm thinking of setting them up somewhere in my room, maybe in my closet since it is pretty dark in there. If they made an RGB version, I would definitely put it on my desk, or like the back of my desk, so that's glowing. But since they just come in white, I'll use them around the house. I can also see this being really great in a kitchen, like underneath cabinets to light up the counter space. I've seen people use them like behind your TV or your monitors to add that nice glow. I think these lights are meant to be hidden, but if you don't mind how it looks, you could put it around like your door frame, around your room somewhere. Hey everyone, don't mind my voice. I'm a little bit sick right now, but I wanted to show you all how I would set up these lights. So the LED lights come in 3 rolls. Together it'll be 15 meters. This is where you plug into the wall. This is the knob where you control how bright or dim you want it to be. And this connects to all of the lights. So I'm thinking of setting them inside my closet, like right under here, since as you can tell everything is pretty dark. So it's hard to see like what clothes I actually have even during the day. And
gonna connect it right now so that I can plug into the wall and see how long it can be. Basically done. Let's turn up the brightness. Okay, this is full brightness. This is how it's looking like so far. So these lights can go pretty bright, and with everything lit up, it makes my closet look bigger than it actually is. So this side is where I keep like my hats and my bags, and the lights were a little bit too long, so I just looped it around the back. So yeah, this is where it stopped. It's like about halfway to the closet. I technically could add another row of lights, but it would be a little bit too long, so I'm okay with it just halfway like this. This is with the lights off. This is how bright it is in the closet. Obviously this side is the brightest. Really liking the vibe so far. Definitely could have done a better job at like straightening the lights, but no one's really gonna see it. It's mostly for me to see my clothes. Definitely thought about putting it around my mirror or around my door frame, but let me know what other ideas you guys have. This would be a great gift for like Christmas or birthdays. Someone who likes decorating their home or their desk space. And that is it for the first part of my 22 product reviews, all about tech. If I do forget anything, I'll probably mention it in a future favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. Stay tuned for the next part of the 2022 product reviews, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!